Royal Navy officers are being taught to question their white privilege and make sure they use the right pronouns to avoid offending the ratings. The Navy HQ's divisional officers and troop commanders' briefing notes issued this summer urges them to routinely share their chosen pronouns, suggesting this could be an act of allyship. They should also avoid saying "Good morning guys," instead using the gender-neutral everyone or team. It suggests doing so will prevent people feeling discriminated against, explaining, "We should leave the business of disheartening and alienating our own people to the enemy. We should, under no circumstances, do their job for them." Addressing the issue of white privilege, the notes say leaders, the vast majority who are white males, need to understand how race, class, gender and other aspects impact on a person's identity to recognize and appreciate the lived experience of those in their team. Royal Navy scrambled to shadow over 100 Russian warships in just 2 years, it added. Sometimes people complain that this is all about identity politics and that these ideas are demonizing, in particular, young, white men. This is not the intention of engaging with ideas of privilege and intersectionality. However, it does mean that before you voice your opinion on another person, you should stop to think about whether you have the right to speak about them from a position of no direct expertise and consider whether your behavior is contributing to or alleviating their existing disadvantage. It goes on, the term white privilege has been talked about in the context of the Black Lives Matter protests. It refers to the idea that skin color can affect your lived experience such that it can either give you an advantage or be a barrier to almost all areas of life. Therefore, if you are white, whatever situation you are in, it is almost always the case that the outcome has not been affected by your skin color. Privilege, in this case, doesn't mean that you have special advantages, it simply means that don't have the disadvantages associated with having a darker skin tone. Don't miss. Royal Navy alerted after startled ferry passengers spot submarine in water. Latest, if you are white, it also means you may not even be aware of the disadvantages that Black and minority ethnic people experience. This April 10, 0.6% of the Navy's regular forces were women and 5.1% self-identified as being from a minority background. An anonymous serviceman said, "Many service personnel are angry, confused and insulted, although few will formally complain as this language has become commonplace." UK Armed Forces recruit from across the Commonwealth whilst pulling together as one, far more so than in Civvy Street. This demonstrates a worrying politicization, and a lack of leadership to stand up to these views. We have been compelled to speak. Toby Young of the Free Speech Union said, "The woke mind virus has infected every branch of Britain's armed forces, including the Royal Navy. It won't be long before the white ensign is replaced with a pride flag and HMS Queen Elizabeth is renamed HMS Meghan Markle. If I was a Falkland Islander, I'd be thinking very seriously about relocating." A Ministry of Defence spokesperson said, "The Royal Navy is entirely focused on protecting the UK and its interests, both at home and abroad. It's important to encourage personnel to be mindful of inclusivity and diversity. However, this guidance is being reviewed,